Hello everybody, my name is Skylar Oakland, and today I want to encourage each and every one of you to unlock the divinity that's within every single one of you in this room. And you may ask yourself, what is that power that we all hold, and how do we unlock it? Well, today I'm going to tell you, and it's awakening Kundalini. And so, I want to persuade everybody to try to discover this power and the importance that we all have so that we can fight to reschedule hallucinogens to aid in this process, in this really tough world, to be able to make the time to discover such things. So, Kundalini is the energy that is often depicted as the serpent that rises through 7 energy centers, chakras, to the crown that opens up the door to pure, unlimited consciousness, often described as self-actualization and enlightenment. So why is it so hard for people in this day and age to reach this mystical power? Most of you guys probably think it's a fallacy. It's not even real. It's not even possible. You've got to dive out into complete darkness to find this light that maybe is there. I mean, how are you going to do it in this busy world when you're so busy with all these obligations and responsibilities and possibly even a calcified pineal gland? Who knows? So, for me, I discovered this art when I was trying to cure myself. I had an obsession with the endocrine system and how it works and everything like that. And so as I started to discover these different experiments that I did over a period of time, I got closer and closer to actually getting the courage to be able to jump out and release and let yourself go, which is very, very hard to do, especially without hallucinogens in this day and age. Not saying I did that, but and so let's talk about the history a little bit. Now, in medicine, we're all familiar with the staff or the snake going up, and that's something that symbolizes medicine today. So that in itself actually is the staff of Hermes. Now, if you look at it, the way it's depicted is it's 2 snakes climbing up a staff. There's 7 different dapps, which represents the 7 chakras. They're looking actually at, in a lot of depictions of it, a pine cone. And the pine cone represents the pineal gland. So we're all familiar, I assume, with melatonin that actually helps you go to sleep, right? It puts you into a dream sleep-like state. Now, there's another one called melatonin, which is a natural way to release DMT, which is naturally in your body. And this is what kind of unlocks your third eye so that you can even get to the level where you can even astral project, which most people aren't able to do. It's just very difficult to do nowadays. And so this has been going on for a long time. The staff, the Sumerian god Ningishzida, 4000 BC to 3000, and then the Egyptians were known for the staff of Hermes, the chakras from Indian culture. And like I said, nowadays, and it's even if you look at this, the back of the dollar bill, what is that pyramid with that eye in the sky? Why is that eye in the sky? And what is it you're looking at? Is it looking at anything, or is it representing higher consciousness that gives you the ability to go anywhere in the universe? Okay, so the 7 chakras, your goal is to reach from the root up. So your root chakra, and you want to build this energy. It's like building the charge up. And you get bursts of this throughout time when you get excited, you go out and do something, you're with good friends, you eat healthy for a period of time, you exercise, you just get little boosts of this energy. Now, how do you unlock it to the point where you can fully dive out anywhere in the universe? You got to build it up 7 different chakras. So your root chakra is more about survival. A lot of us are just surviving. The second chakra is sexuality, and the third is power. And then when you get to your 4th chakra, it's your heart, your love. Your throat chakra is your 5th communication, and the 6th, your brow, which is your 3rd eye, pineal gland, and then your crown chakra, which unlocks the door to the divinity. So to prepare your body for this type of stuff, you got to have a very clean diet. You got to get all those toxins out. You got to get all that crappy food out. You got to turn around and get the fluoride out of your water. You got to eat very healthy and clean. I like to keep it simple. Nature's package. Keep it simple, guys. Don't make it complicated. Just don't buy it in the box. It'll be good for you, okay? And then the other big component of it is breath. So how long can you live without water? I don't know, what, 3 to 5 days without food, 2 weeks? How long can you live without taking a breath? So it must be more important than you may think, right? So breath is very important in this day and age. And then my favorite, control the sexual energy, everybody. So orgasm and ejaculation. Now, men ejaculate, obviously, typically after orgasm. Now, do women ejaculate? A lot of women have never ejaculated. Some women have. So when a woman actually ejaculates, she does typically get a little bit exhausted like a male would. But she's already mastered the ability to be able to kind of separate orgasm from ejaculation. So one of the things for a man to be able to unlock this power is you want to go 100 days without ejaculation. Now, you can have orgasms, but you can't ejaculate. So if you can separate those two, which takes a lot of practice and discipline, I recommend if you haven't done it before, just don't have sex, because it's a lot harder than you think. 100 days. Done it once in my life. Whew. I don't know if I can do that. And so then you have your asanas or your stretching, so you can kind of align your body so you can get it in order, so you can take advantage of aligning this energy, because basically you're trying to build it from the base all the way up. And so you want to keep yourself aligned, and that's why you're going to do these stretching poses. And then meditation, where you're going to separate all your problems, and you're going to go ahead and bring it out in front of you and let it go away, and then let the geometric shapes come in, so you can start visualizing the tunnel, which is going to let you go anywhere that you want to go. And so, I mean, basically, the reptilian brain, if you look at the Eye of Horus, which is Egyptian, it kind of symbolizes the reptilian brain. You got your thalamus, you got your pituitary gland, and you got your pineal gland. And so if you look at what these things actually regulate in your body, it is very important to keep that healthy, because it kind of controls your autonomic nervous system. And so what we want to do is we want to turn around and make it so that we can have access to hallucinogens, such as DMT. And their ayahuasca tea is one of the ones that should be accessible to us humans, to go ahead and study these things and try to enlighten this ability. And so we've had this oxymoron paradigm for a long time, where we talk about health and we talk about what symbolizes, there's all these hidden symbols amongst our society, but yet we're not supposed to do these gifts that are given to us from this planet. You go to jail for it, so you live in fear. So in conclusion, don't go out there and do a whole bunch of drugs. I don't recommend that. I recommend you turn around and try to find this within. You find a guide, you take this slowly. It's very scary to just jump out into darkness and know that there's light. You gotta have a lot of faith, right? You can't just jump out into nowhere. So in conclusion, practice, look astral projection up, look about self-actualization, try to discover these chakras, try to take every facet you can possibly do. And then don't just jump in, take it slowly. You know, build this, but know that you have the ability to go anywhere in the universe. And as soon as you expand your consciousness, there is no limitations. And there's no more fear, there's only love. Thank you. Is that 8 minutes? Yeah. Man, I know that was close. Yeah, I got it. You guys had me nervous on that one a little bit. Made that this morning.